Hey guys! What's up? We got a new game here from Silver Cow Studio, the same developer who made Time Tenshi. Now this game just came out on Steam. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And yeah, I decided to play this game cause, of those things. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying, yeah. Anyway, to let you guys know, I'm gonna be playing this game every Saturday and Sunday, same as Time Tenshi, but the video length will be about 15 to 20 minutes, cause that's how the YouTube policy is in the Silver Cow Studio. So yeah, we got no much time, so let's just go! Alright, let's begin! By the way, just to let you guys know, Burokku girls, right? Burokku basically means block in Japanese. And I know this is kind of Minecrafty. Yeah, anyway, we got no time. Alright, let's go. Expect the unexpected. Okay. I heard this saying several times over the course of my life. And to be completely honest, it never made any sense to me. At least until recently. Now I've come to truly understand the wisdom in these words. Because the unexpected has come to define my very existence. My name is Takeshi Allerton. Allerton? Okay. And I am, or was, a very typical guy. 18 years old. Alright, almost out of high school, and looking forward to being done with it. But now, I don't think I'm really that typical. And I'm starting to wonder if I ever was. It all started back when I was visiting my dad while he was at work. His name is Joshua Allerton, and he's a professor specializing in advanced computers, or more specifically, new gaming technology. He's always had a love of games, puzzles, and so on. So I guess it was only natural for him to go into a field where he would be creating new and more interesting games. As for why I was visiting him, well, part of it was my mom. Her name is May Allerton, and well, she tends to worry about my dad a lot, and for several reasons.
Honestly, that man, why does he keep doing this to us?
I think we're being through this before, Mom.
Yes, I know. And yes, I knew what he was like before I even married him, but still, you think that a university professor could remember to do simple things like change his clothes and eat proper meals without me having to constantly remind him?
That's my dad for you. He might be a genius when it comes to computers, but when he gets really invested in a project, he tends to forget stuff. Yeah. You know, little things like eating, sleeping, taking baths, and changing his clothes. So when he starts getting really wrapped up in his work, Mom likes to drop by this lab at the university and check in on him every now and again. Make sure that he stays grounded enough in the real world so that he doesn't get completely lost in his work. Of course, there's another reason why she likes to check in on him. And as Mom and I were making our way through the university halls, we happened to bump into that reason as she was exiting one of the break rooms with a cup of coffee in hand.
Oi!
Oh, my god, girl! Damn! Yo, girl! Damn, girl! Your shirt is almost your button's gonna fly, man. Damn! Also, girl, you kinda look like, what's her name? Michelle, yeah. Probably because of the hair color and the hairstyle, yeah. And nice glasses though, damn. Yeah, I love your eyes too, damn. Anyway,
What?
Dr. Hughes! Dr. Hughes! Or Hugs? Huge, I'm guessing? Anyway.
Why, Takeshi, it's been a while, and Mrs. Allerton. Hello, Dr. Hughes.
Hi, Doc.
Tee-hee-hee. Now, Takeshi, what have I told you? There's no need for you or your mother to be so formal. Just call me Candy.
That's Dr. Candace Hughes. She's another of the university scientists, and she happens to be one of my dad's colleagues on his current project. She also has an hourglass figure that seems like it has been pulled straight out of a comic book or a manga, cause damn girl, you look fine! Anyway, and while she was dressed very properly with her lab coat and glasses and all of the rest of it, somehow she managed to wear all these things in a way that made it very hard for me. Or, I imagine, pretty much anybody else, if you know what I'm saying, yeah. To look at anything save for the huge mounds of flesh that were presently straining at the front of the shirt that I'm pretty sure was the size of a 3 too small for the woman wearing it.
It's been too long since you've both been here. Definitely too long. I'm glad to see that you've brought the usual essentials.
I smiled, and Mom grimaced as Candy looked at the suitcase I was carrying and the cooler with homemade food Mom had with her. The usual things Dad was in need of when he got so wrapped in his work that he forgot about everything else.
Plus, a few extras just in case. So, if you don't mind me asking, but do you know where we can find my husband? Or do I even need to ask?
Excuse me.
No, you don't. He's right where you think he is, buried away in his lab, working away like always. Of course. I really am glad to see you two. Your husband may be one of the most brilliant men I've had the pleasure of working with, but you do know how his mind wanders when he gets lost in his work. I know. Believe me, I know.
With that, we started moving forward again with Mom taking the lead. I was short distance behind, and as for Candy, she was an even shorter distance behind me.
What?
That feels good. What? Just like that too soft yet firm mounds of feminine flesh had bounced into my baku, causing my body to burn with the brief thrill of excitement, and my brain to burn with a less brief surge of embarrassment. Glancing back at the owner of said mounds, I saw a look of apology filled across Candy's face.
Oh, sorry, Takeshi. I didn't mean to bump into you like that.
Sure you didn't, girl. I mean, it's fine, but still, sure you didn't, girl.
You know, it's good to see that you took after your mother in terms of taking good care of yourself. So many people don't get or give the proper care to tending to their bodies, you know? I know that husband of mine doesn't. I know, and that's a shame. He's really quite handsome when he's all put together.
At this point, Mom glanced back to Candy and took note of the way she was smiling. Pausing to once again taking Candy's ample assets, she scrawled briefly, just long enough for me to see it before she regained in her expression.
Yes, he is.
With that, Mom returned her full focus to my father. And as for Candy, oh my god, that face. I could feel her full focus shifting to my posterior. Girl, what are you even?
Well, whatever the reason, it's always good to see you both.
Candy closed in on me again. And while I didn't look back at her, I could definitely feel her warmth breathe on the back of my neck, once again enticing my body. Not the boner, not the boner.
Honestly, I wish you'd drop by more often.
By now, you probably figured out the other reason why Mom was stopping by to check in on Dad, yeah. To say that Dr. Candy is a flirt would be to woeful understate the situation. And to say that her body is serious candy for the eye would be an even bigger understatement. And while I have no proof, I think it's safe to say that Candy is far from being above going past the flirting stage. Yeah. And Mom, she's aware of all of this as well. Yeah. And while we both know that Dad has eye for Mom and work alone, well, jealousy and logic aren't the best of bedfellows. and so Mom likes to check in on Dad, both to keep him at least partly grounded in reality and to scratch the itch caused by her paranoia. As for me, well, some guys my age would have dropped by just to, enjoy Candy's attention, if you know what I'm saying. But me? I had a different reason for being here. Or there. You see, my dad was being very mysterious about this new project he was working on. Mom and I had asked him about it several times over dinner and stuff like that, but he had completely refused to tell us about it. Just kept saying that it was something new, something revolutionary, something completely top secret, something that would change the gaming world forever, alright then. Which, naturally enough, just threw a bunch of fuel on my curiosity. Besides, like my dad, I love games. I've been hooked on games for as long as I can remember. I just couldn't get enough of them, and was always on the lookout for the next big thing, which just made the notion of something new and revolutionary that much more exciting for me.
Well, here we are.
Moving ahead of us, Candy took out an electronic key card and slid it through a nearby card reader.
Professor Allerton rules, nobody gets in these stores unless they have one of these, or he or I let them in. He's very insistent on that one.
Really? What about the university heads? Are they okay with that?
Are you kidding? They're the ones who had this new locking system installed. They don't want anybody to find out about what we're working on.
Well, I still don't know what it was that Dad and Candy were working on. The fact that they were obviously being so secretive, even here in the university, just poured more fuel on the fire of my curiosity. But I kept my mouth shut on that subject as Candy opened the door to the lab where Dad worked and pretty much lived lately, yeah. Alright, holy shit, that's an old-ass monitor right there. Anyway, and as Mom and I followed her in, we promptly found ourselves in the veritable wonderland of computers, equipments, tables littered with sticky notes and tools and all kinds of other stuff to which I didn't even really pay any attention.
Josh? Josh, are you in here? Professor Allerton?
At first, there was no response, which didn't make a lot of sense, and there was no sign of my dad, which made even less sense. Like I've said, he's basically living in this lab when he's wrapped up in a project. After a few seconds passed in silence, I started to wonder if maybe Dad had gone to the restroom, or maybe he had gone to grab a snack at the cafeteria, I don't know. I was about to suggest as much when I heard a faint noise, like cloth brushing up against metal, followed by a startling grunt.
Me? Candy? Is that you? Who else would it be?
Without another word, we started in the direction my dad's voice had come from. Navigating the various computers and gizmos and a bunch of other stuff I couldn't make heads or tails of, we soon found my father lying on his back, looking at us, from halfway inside another piece of equipment that looked like an angry midget had taken a hammer to it, okay? As for my dad, well, he didn't look much better. Damn, you look young for my dad anyway.
Professor Allerton? Josh!
Dad! What's up, bruh? A few seconds passed as Dad studied the three of us, as well as taking note of the things we carried, right before he sighed knowingly. Okay, I'll ask. Just how long has it been this time?
4 days! 4 days of late nights and running out to work before breakfast and coming home after dinner! When you even bothered coming home? And without even bothering to change your clothes or take a shower or shave or anything!
What? Okay, Taki, Candy, be honest with me here. Has it really been 4 days? Afraid so, Dad. And trust me, I can't tell just from looking at you, man. Yeah.
Honestly, I knew you were a workaholic when we got married, but this is just plain ridiculous! I'm afraid I have to agree with them, Professor. Which is why you're going to take a shower right now!
With without waiting for Dad to respond, Mom set down the cooler she carried, went over to where my dad lay, and grabbed him by the shoulders. As he issued a squonk of surprise, she started pulling him out of the technological hole he had worked himself into. "Hey, come on, May!" Dislodging Mom's hand, Dad then started pushing himself up to his feet. "Look, despite what you may think, I'm an adult after all, damn!"
Then why don't you try acting like one, huh?
I am! I'm acting like the breadwinner, you know what I'm saying? A breadwinner who's about to win his loving wife and one and only son a lifetime supply of bread!
Don't you mean we are? Going to win a lifetime supply of bread, among other things?
Right, yeah, of course, yeah. I didn't mean to imply otherwise, Candy, damn. While Candy was nodding with slight satisfaction and Mom was making a pouty face, I was making a point of not saying anything. I had learned the hard way that it was never in anybody's interest to get involved in one of my parents' discussions. They usually settle things on their own, sooner or later. No use in me throwing fuel on their fire.
Takeshi, please sit the case down so I can straighten your father up.
Clean up like a civilized human being or make progress on a major project that would change the world of gaming and make us a lot of money. I guess you're right. My priorities are awful. Skewed, and what is that?
It's a little something called soup. And I also brought you some shampoo, your toothbrush, and some toothpaste, as well as everything else you need to get clean up.
What? Now hold on there. You can't honestly expect me to
use a shower at the college gym? You bet I expect you to do so.
But I hate public showers. I've always hated those plastic things. I never used them back when I went to school. Why on earth would I use it now?
Because the only person who's also going to be there has already seen everything you got, so you know she won't make fun of it. Now, come on. I'm sure we can arrange for you to get clean up fast enough.
For a while, it looks like Dad was going to protest some more, but I knew him. And I also knew that he had to be thinking something along the lines of the sooner I humor my wife, the sooner I can get back to work. Damn! Alright, fine. But what about Taki? What the fuck? What do you mean me? What about me, bruh? You don't expect me to leave you alone in this lab, now do ya? Our project!
Oh, for goodness sake, Josh! Don't you think you're taking a thing a bit too far with this whole top secret project you've been working on? It's just some new game!
Just some new game? Just some new game? May, we are talking about the next generation of gaming technology, a quantum leap in the world of games!
And besides, the university has made it very clear that they don't want to take any chances of the security leak. We're under contract to keep this a secret.
Exactly! So you can imagine why I don't want to leave him here unsupervised. At these words, I noticed Candy's eyes seeming to light up. Right before a devious smile quirked her lips. But these things disappeared almost as quickly as they had appeared, even as she shifted about and put on a look of pureness.
That's true, but, if it make you feel better, I could keep an eye on Takeshi for you.
This caught my parents' attention, as well as prompting a mute or muted groan from me. For a while, it was true that an unguarded opportunity to scope out Dad's lab was precisely what I had been hoping for. I had also been hoping for the opportunity to be completely unguarded. Kenny had just made it clear that she shared my father's desire to keep this project a secret, and it was also obvious that she had other plans in mind for enjoying my company. You sure you can manage that, Candy? No offense, but I know my son, and he can be quite the handful when he puts his mind to it. Well, Dad, I know I'm the age of that, but damn! Trust me, man, damn! Oh!